everyone, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm not your genuine respect, and my content is not for everybody. No, it's a trait though, goddammit. My content, everybody, that's okay. No, it really isn't. No, it's really the train of thought for me. It really isn't. To the genuine ones, I hope all is well in your end. I truly hope that you continue to find peace within regards who said you didn't have potential. They was their own issue. No, it's a trait of me. Never get lost in someone's ass fear. No, for real, for confidence. So that's authentically within you. You know you're gonna have good days, bad days, but bitch, please don't let the motherfucker make sure you have bad days. Here's a trait though, you gotta balance that shit the fuck out. No, for real, because you're always going to be the win for that. That three was actually on you at the end of the day. Actually, going from point A to Z, they would never understand you have to get physical. Hillary trying paying on causing some type of confusion. Only the rest of hold on 1 second. They wanted to put RIP by your name, but hold on 1 second. God was protecting your mental when it came to your heart actually being stable. It's a train of thought for me. How folks try to discourage you, throw a sport in a toxic way, but hold on 1 second. Something they can relate to is confidence, going within. Only the rest, you don't have to create a hate train because you loved yourself to truly understand that hold on 1 second. I was gonna become my best self version of myself. No, it's a trait over me. I never understood this bougie ass weird ass shit. No, it's really trait over me. Entertainment purposes only. I never understood this. Like a motherfucker would hate you so fucking bad. I can't wait till you leave the face to earth. What the fuck wrong with you? Who the fuck slept with you last night? Cause I know I fucking didn't. No, it's way to train thought for me. How a motherfucker will wake up every single day just to watch if you see if you still alive. No, I have to train thought because the devil's a goddamn lie. No, for real, for real. A motherfucker be so disturbed and bothered by you because you chose yourself when it comes to your vocabulary. I love myself not the day of my life. No, I haven't strength on me. A motherfucker will be so mad and disturbed by you because you authentic and you know how to be yourself. Overcoming fucking fear, mommy, daddy issues. No, I haven't strength on me because bitch, you know how to practice what the fuck you preach. You know a motherfucker will throw a spork at you at the end of the day and you be a little bent out of shape and you shake that shit back the fuck up like, hold on 1 second, bitch. I didn't have to dabble with magic, bitch. I just had to pray to go with it. Understand? Hold on 1 second. I didn't worship the devil. We are not the same. And I just hope and pray that you stay in your own fucking lane. No, it hasn't changed on me. Our concentration is damn sure ain't the same. No, for real, I never understood this weird ass shit. A motherfucker will wake up every single day and realize they need validation from a whole hate train just to go up against an innocent person. I can't stand that bitch. Look at that bitch, big nose, big foot, bitch. I can't stand that bitch. Why the fuck they look like that? No, actually, the train of thought for me. And then the same motherfuckers that they gather up at the end of the day, they don't even know why the fuck they even mad at the end of the day. No, for real. Like, you ever told the truth about some shit about something like at the end of the day? And only the rest of, hold on 1 second, certain folks didn't want certain folks to know about their hidden motives, what they do behind closed doors and shit. No, for real. If you do some shit, be real about your shit. If you a fucking bully, I'm a fucking bully and say it out fucking loud with your fucking chest, bitch, because you did what the fuck you done did. No, actually, it trade over me. How motherfuckers be bullies and play with sport in a toxic way and shit, and then how they fucking hands when they come to your vocabulary. I don't want nobody to see me, bitch. I told you, leave it the fuck alone. No, it trade over me. How folks will bother an innocent person, and when they start speaking up for themselves, now they be like, oh, that person is delusional. Why they just don't move on with their life? Bitch, if you wasn't bothered with an innocent person, we wouldn't have this conversation, you dumbass. No, actually, the trick told me I never understood this bougie shit at the end of the day. A motherfucker would do something to you and want you to get over this shit. You feel what I'm saying? But hold on 1 second. Bitch, I know how to take accountability for my fucking actions. And this is trade over me. How motherfuckers will create a hate chain like, why don't you just get over it? Why don't you just get over it? Why don't you tell motherfuckers to leave innocent people the fuck alone? Hello, we wouldn't be having this conversation, you dumbass. No, actually, it's trade over me. I never understood this shit. A motherfucker would throw a spork at you. Is it working yet, Bob? I think something going on, but I don't know. Why they not insecure yet? No, actually, it changed over me. You know, because motherfuckers will sit there and say, you know what? I'm going to dibble and dabble with this motherfucking magic today. I'm going to dibble and dabble. Matter of fact, I'm going to tamper with their devices and tamper with their food and shit, or whatever the case may be. Why the fuck they ain't shot the last person? Why the fuck they actually loving themselves? Why the fuck are they smiling? What the fuck is bothering my mental fucking health? See, that's the problem right there. All that negative energy that you're dishing out, you need the fucking doctor, let alone psychiatrist. It's the train of thought for me. I never understood these weird ass dummies at the end of the day. How they gather up on an innocent person like, oh, this person is mentally unstable. But look what you're doing behind closed doors. It's a train of thought for me. Because when the doctor sits you down and the doctor asks you, so, why was you bothering the innocent person? I was deciding to play the pretending game. I thought they saw me. We was on the same page, you know? We were just playing. Now you the one with the fucking straight body jack. The doctor's trying to figure out your mental health. First of all, you mean to tell me that it took a group of people, let alone someone with insecurity problems, let alone somebody that it didn't matter your tax bracket with your badass habit because you a fucking bully, and you got kids too. Oh, it betrayed on me. It be betrayed on me. Are you okay? Would you want somebody to do that to your child? First answer is no. You know how, like, back in the day or whatever the case may be, right? They ask you 101 questions when you go for a job interview or whatever the case may be in like 100 different formats. When you go take that test, when you went to SEARS and shit, when you know, you fucking know. This motherfucker would take that test at the end of the day and still won't be able to get the job interview. You know why? Because the doctor's going to say you a goddamn lie. Because you mean to tell me every shape and form, you mean to tell me you going to bother my people at the end of the day? No, for real, because the motherfucker would try to run away from the fucking question. Because that's what the fuck you felt like doing when you was taking that test. I don't want to do this shit. What the fuck? My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. I may not be entertaining to you, but that's okay because my content is not for you. It's disgusting to see how folks though spoke in a toxic way, bent out of shape. Bitch, I wasn't trying to catch a case. I don't worship the dope, but I understand your plan. But what I wasn't trying to do was dim my light because you didn't understand my game plan. That energy has different understanding, faith, a rotation that you didn't understand. Hold on one second. Confidence. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I didn't have to pretend to be somebody I truly wasn't. You know, people pick and choose who could talk about God. People pick and choose who could talk about spirituality. People pick and choose who could talk about entertainment. People pick and choose who could talk about healing. People pick and choose to talk about fitness. People pick and choose who could talk about this topic, that topic, narcotics. You put a name to your book. And then when it gets to this one specific, let alone bullyism or gang violence or justice or gang stalking. Like, people pick and choose who can talk about these certain topics. And then when it gets to someone, because they're able to control the narrative of someone's life, they want to get someone locked up, put them in a sideboard, and paint them out to be mentally unstable because they're in positions where they're able to control someone's documentations and say, you know what, you're not capable, you're not able mentally, have the capacity to do this and to do that. You know, everybody has good and bad days, but when that innocent person wasn't trying to hurt themselves or others around them, but it was folks in these groups that created a hate train to go up against an innocent person, or because someone understood that life they can relate to was faith, that hold on one second, I put it in God's hands and I had to walk away, but hold on one second, I wasn't wrong for speaking up for myself when someone threatened myself. When it comes to my mental health, it be the train of thought for me, because you know your mental health, it comes with your health. That's how you elevate. Understanding at the end of the day, I wasn't trying to lose myself another day. You know, I didn't sign up for someone's one-sided ass contract, regardless that he say, she say. You know, the next door neighbor, different tax bracket, tell them my every move like a bad habit, something I never signed up for. It be the train of thought for me. Let alone, I did not sign up for someone's jealous girlfriend or boyfriend to try to disrespect me. You know, folks swear that you talking about like a bad habit, but this type of stuff actually happens. How someone lose their life, all because someone didn't understand their lane. Folks be talking about they have peace with themselves, but hold on one second, what was your potential that day? Why would you want to shortchange somebody their life? You said that you happy what you got going on, so stay in your lane. It be the train of thought for me, how folks try to discourage you, trying to control the narrative, all because they want to abuse you mentally, physically, emotionally, make you feel like you're supposed to be unstable, but you was far from a crash out. They was looking for a reaction. It's the train thought, man. They wanted to get punched in the throat. Oh, they wanted to get punched in the throat. It be the train of thought for me, how this type of stuff actually happens. It was never competition, being authentic, becoming your best self-vision, regardless if you came from poverty and pain. How folks would see that you may be beautiful on the inside, in the outside, But you know, the beauty always lied within because God did tell a lie. How folks be like the beauty was in the eyes, but nah, when folks try to tell a lie, at the end of the day, it starts within first. So only the rest of hold on 1 second, someone truly being authentic, organic at the end of the day. You know, like that healthy meal that you ate last night, hold on 1 second, your digestive system ain't the same like the average person. It was far from pretending with someone who got to respect their neighbor. You know, respect a two-way street. I ain't have to make you feel uncomfortable or because I spoke up for myself in the most healthiest way. When you try to discourage me to project fear in my heart, it's a train of thought for me, we ain't the same. Always be yourself. Being authentic is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Catch your blessings, never dim your light, neighbor. I'm far from a hater. Nah, it's a train of thought for me. You know, everybody starts somewhere, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not. You're going to have the devil try to shortchange, but then they can't relate to how you tie your shoe different. Hold on 1 second, you was only moving accordingly. You know, they try to paint you out to be the crash out, but you truly fall from wilding out. They will never understand that you understand elevation is different when folks actually respect you. That energy is different. That's what the enemy didn't want that day, let alone the devil. They wanted you to be a non-existence, but that energy is different when it comes to healthy love, choosing yourself. Regardless if you get lost in your words, God still brought you balance to acknowledge your words, that you was truly worthy of choosing yourself. I may not make sense to the average person, but far from pretending being authentic, nah, I can't do that at the end of the day because I always had it within me. You know, having that blueprint within God flow, that energy is different, just flows so natural, low, you know, naturally. You know, I come up with my own words at the end of the day, so when the genuine ones actually see me at the end of the day, I'm going to always be original. No, it's a trick on me. Always be yourself with no molested attention. Don't dim your light, neighbor. Don't dim your light, neighbor. Far from a hater, love yourself. Don't dim your light, love yourself. Don't dim your light, neighbor. Far from a hater, then right to my vein, neighbor. Love yourself, don't dim your light. I love me, not to dim my light. They gave up on me, but I wasn't trying to lose me. I may not how to sing, but I'm doing my thing. It's a trait of me. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. How they try to energy harvest off your energy, try to drain you. But hold on 1 second, God gave you confidence to understand your balance. God restored you for the right season, only the while you still had the potential. Didn't have to be too much at the end of the day because it was within you. You know, being authentic. You didn't need a paper, a pen. It just came out authentically. Something that folks truly balance. Something that folks couldn't balance when it came to being themselves authentic. That was their problem. They sat there, had your device to line your name. They even paying out they knew you at the end of the day, trying to discourage you, trying to humiliate you, making funds off your name. Only rather the hold on 1 second, we wasn't the same. I know how to put respect on my neighbor's name, something that wasn't running from he say, she say, let alone my past. That ain't just different when it comes to growth and maturing, acting your body weight. They would never understand that hold on 1 second, God didn't tell a lie when God actually allows you to elevate. You know, because when God sends the right people into your life, you know, respect's a two-way street. It's gonna make certain folks so uncomfortable because they throwing magic, spell work, chaos, and confusion in your life to distract you. Got your next door neighbor, different tax brackets, you know, sending you low vibrational frequencies and sending spell work when it come to this chick, that dude, how they had to create a hate train so everybody can wear a mask and paint you out to be the fool. But I wasn't trying to lose me at the end of the day, fumbling. Nah, that wasn't God's plan. That energy is different because God had a better plan. You know, sometimes when God restores you, they would never understand how you overcame that season because God was really showing your potential. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. I may not make sense to the average person, but my content is not for everybody. You know, it will be individuals that will project spell work on you or even pay this person or pay that person to project spell work towards you, or even so they will even gather folks up from your past or the neighborhood that you reside at or where you came from, or they monitor who you conversate with or what stores you go into just to see how you moving or whatever the case may be, to act like they truly know you. They hack your devices to act like they had a whole conversation with you just to paint you out to be the villain in their story, only because they didn't even know you this whole entire time with all they lies. I think that's really mentally unstable. And I say that respectfully. How can you sit there and pretend to be somebody you're truly not? And then you say something that's mentally unstable, but hold on 1 second, you just had your devices without their permission. Hold on 1 second, we was on the same page. It'd be the train of thought for me. Like someone's blood vessel, when it comes to their brain, it wasn't actually working at the end of the day the same. Because at the same time, too, if you truly love yourself, you would have the mental capacity to just understand the unconditional love to go within. But you forgot because you try to discourage the next person, or because they believe the fit that you can relate to going within. You know, I didn't sign up for someone's one-sided ass contract, and I say that respectfully. Regardless, you call me slow, stupid, and retarded at the end of the day. You know, balance is different. I'm far from a crash out. You was trying to do everything in your power to get a reaction, and you still trying to do it to this day. But one thing I believe is faith that you can't relate to. As God's reflection, hold on one second, we don't love ourselves the same. But I truly hope that you find peace within. I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm not your genuine respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. And loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. It's not. Never give up on yourself because someone says you don't have potential. And even when folks have to create a hate train to go up against you and try to stay on the same page as to controlling the narrative of the story, regardless of someone's tax bracket, if they work in the HRA department or not, or if they work in this department or not, or if they work in that convenience store or that laundromat or whatever store that they work in, or whatever case may be, and they try to control the narrative of you. God saw everything that they was doing behind closed doors when they try to get you out to put you in the cycle of allowing you. Because one thing you never had to do was run from who you was, and I say that respectfully. And you didn't have to pretend to be something that you truly wasn't. I'm not even respecting my content is not for everybody, and I say it respectfully. How folks try to throw distractions towards you to cause you frustration and cause you a mindset of not elevating. But hold on one second, that faith is different. Never stop being authentic, being yourself, and I say that respectfully. I'm not even respect. No mother or father deserves to lose a loved one, or a family member deserves to lose a loved one when someone is screaming, I'm at peace with myself when I ain't wearing a mask. I'm at peace with myself when I ain't wearing a mask. And someone's behind the scenes trying to rob somebody mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially and project a hate crime towards somebody. It should be no reason why a mother or a father or a loved one should have to look for justice because someone was just screaming, I'm at peace with myself, but someone disturbed your peace because someone knew how to brighten their day and you wanted to discourage them to project fear in their life. Or because you lack self-confidence when it comes to, hold on one second, having self-esteem problems. You didn't like the fact that someone loved themselves to pour into their family, let alone themselves. You wanted to shortchange them a life that you can't relate to, what's going within actually hell. We ain't the same. Leave innocent people alone. I'm not even respecting. I always with that with good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend, humanity worthy. Gang stalking is real to your household. You're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. And you're not wrong for speaking up for yourself regards to what subject it is when it comes to someone threatening your life that nobody will ever hear you or believe you. And I say that respectfully. And especially when you never have malicious intentions. I'm not even respecting. I do not live in fear. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I would never hurt myself. And I say that respectfully. Today is currently August 2nd, 2025. And it's currently 2:12 p.m. Now, as the trick on me, always be yourself, but don't listen. Don't think that you're like neighbor, neighbor. I'm far from a hater. Neighbor, neighbor, we are not the same neighbor. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend, humanity worthy. Protect your energy, protect you and your family. Stay out of trouble. Stop the violence. Peace to respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. You ready? Right on them. You like, go, you neighbor, neighbor, on them. You like, don't them you like, neighbor. I'm far from a hater. We not the same. Never give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully. When someone has to pretend to act like they want to pour into you, or act like they want to do business with you, or act like they want to be in a relationship with you, or they act like they want to get to know you, and they sit there, observe you, and watch you, and use you against you, and only to manipulate you or try to humiliate you in the most unhealthiest way, or to try to blackmail you in the long run, or they sit there and so inspired by your life and they try to discourage you at the end of the day to use you against you because they're able to do so because of the fact that they tax bracket or folks that they know. Never live in fear, and I say that respectfully. Or when someone says you don't have potential, or they act like you don't have potential, and when you do this whole entire time, they be so inspired, but they have so much lies when they created a hate train to discourage you, only to realize the hold on one second. They wanted you to feel like the mistake. You're mad and you are worthy. My content is not for everybody. Because when God sends the right people into your life, and I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, and I work alone when it comes to my creativity, I get it from my heavenly Father God. When God sends the right people into your life, they act their body weight, act their shoe size. Respect is a two-way street, and I said that respectfully. They don't look at you like competition, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, and they don't got malicious intentions towards you. they actually come into your life. They want you to elevate to become your best self version of yourself, regardless if they came from poverty and pain or not. And I say that respectfully. We all not the same to come into someone's life to pretend. Always be yourself, no attention regardless of the subject, and I say respectfully. Peace and respect, some respect, your neighbor, stop the voice. You ready right now? Them your life, go, yo, never know them your life. I gotta go. Stop the violence, I'm not to respect.